With no choice but to acquiesce to Sorslay's demands, House Wolffort loads a merchant's cart with contraband salt and sets off across their own homeland in disguise. Through benighted forests and desolate mountains, they forge a path, staving off the assault of thievish bandits and finally reaching Esfrost. Upon crossing into new territory, they find themselves surrounded by soldiers clad in black. Expecting yet another skirmish, the Wolffort steel themselves for combat. However, the warriors lower their weapons. Through the mists, an unexpected figure appears, Svarog Esfrost, Lord of Twinsgate and keeper of his country's borders.
This is quite the development. My very uncle buying salt outside of the Consortium's purview.
The lion's share of the surprise is mine, I assure you. Who would be aiding me in this illicit endeavor but the noble Wolfforts?
Circumstances have caused us to set aside pride for the sake of survival.
Of course, I understand. Oft we must travel the only road available to us.
And what road has brought you here, Uncle? I cannot imagine you have come with Gustadolf's blessing.
What road indeed? My own circumstances have caused me to look outside my humble station to find the means I require. The reckoning is at hand, and I must needs be ready for it. To that end, I must ask. And pray do not waste my time with mistruths. Do you know who murdered my son?
No, I'm sorry.
I see. Gustadolf would have me believe that an agent of Glenbrook dealt the fatal blow.
That's impossible.
Is it? You speak as if you were there, Frederica.
She was, as was I. We were with Dragan during his final moments.
You were, and yet you do not know who killed him. I will ask once more, and once more only. Who murdered my son?
We were the only representatives from Glenbrook at the mines that day. The arrow that killed your son was loosed by an Esfrosti soldier.
We were attacked and fought back the assault, but they did not flee without a parting gift.
Your story is convenient, but that alone is no reason to discount it. Besides, it does offer an interesting perspective on the matter. Let us say you have the truth of the matter. That would mean Gustadolf has been lying through his teeth. That would come as a shock to many, I'm sure. Regardless, nightfall is come. Camp within our gates tonight.
Do you believe us?
What is there to believe? This meeting never occurred.
Now follow me.
So, that's how it went, eh? Glad you came back to us with your head on your shoulders. Given the lies he's been fed, it couldn't have been easy for Svarog to keep his composure.
Still, it will be no easy task to assuage his doubts. I fear it may not be long until he gives into his desire for revenge, justified or not.
Perhaps. But I very much had the sense that his opinion of Gustadolf was less than favorable. So long as we share the same enemy, there's a chance to build faith between us.
I had the same intuition. Would that we could lend weight to our claims.
There must be something that can sway him.
Perhaps a secret will suffice. We have one of great value to the right person.
Huh? What are you on about? No. You can't mean...
None would rather see the Archduke laid low more than I. If Svarog knew I still lived, we might find common cause. With the Prince of Glenbrook behind him, his opposition would be justified.
The enemy of our enemy, eh? Wish we had more than a feeling to go on.
Once this secret is revealed, there will be no turning back.
It is a gamble, yes. However, this may be our best and only option to gain support from within Esfrost.
There is much to consider. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter. Do we keep Roland's secret our secret? Or do we trade it for a potential ally?
Lord Saranoa. Indeed. Saranoa. No! I need a moment to think. Surely. And quite true.
Here's what I think. Are you joking? And so... you're onto something. I've made up my mind.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we reveal that it is Roland behind the mask, or do we keep his identity a secret? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I agree. I have faith in you.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. The only way to win Svarog's trust is to reveal Roland's identity and begin negotiations. It is decided. Svarog shall know the truth of Roland's identity. Benedict, I would ask that you arrange an audience as quickly as possible.
Of course, my lord.
Prince Roland of Glenbrook lives. It is a powerful secret that could sway the decisions of the other nations. Knowing this, House Wolford asks for an audience with Svarog in hopes of divulging that very information and gaining his trust.
You must have something of import to tell me. Whatever it is, know that my guard stays.
There is something we wish to show you, Lord Svarog, in hopes of earning your trust.
Prince Roland? They said you perished.
Indeed they did. And the rumors will stay that way as long as Gustadolf draws breath.
Surely you understand the meaning of this revelation.
Indeed I do. Give me time to think it over.
Constable, a bird has arrived from our spy at Twinsgate.
I've discovered a secret ledger in Svarog's quarters. An unscheduled merchant company has arrived. Cargo uncertain. I shall continue my investigation. It may be an illicit shipment of salt. If we can get our hands on both the salt and the ledger, we can expose their crimes.
But we cannot be sure of that just yet, sir. Perhaps we should wait for the next report.
No. If we simply sit still, we may lose our only chance of getting that evidence.
But Lord Svarog is a powerful man. Even our own formidable forces cannot afford to make a mistake.
And it is precisely because he is so powerful that we cannot let these misdeeds go unpunished. I shall assume responsibility for whatever happens. Now, we make for Twinsgate.
Yes, sir.
Leave us.
Yes, sir.
My apologies for summoning you at this hour. I see now the resolve of House Wolford. I think it best we both speak frankly.
We have decided to stand against Gustadolf, just as you have.
The only reason I purchase illicit salt is to amass the power I need to oppose the Archduke. Gustadolf pursues his ideals, and his alone. He even curtailed the might of my house, as if we were not family.
I see. That explains Lord Dragan's efforts at the mines.
I remember Lord Dragan's words. The future is in the hands of the ardent youth.
He was off to say that. He was always asking how long I intended to leave Gustadolf to his own devices. But just who would kill my boy, and why?
As we said, we unfortunately do not know who did it. But neither Glenbrook nor Wolford stood to gain anything from his death.
Even if there were something to be gained, we would not have acted without preparing for retaliation. But, as you can see from the current state of Glenbrook,
the capital was easily taken while merrymaking over the mines. A fair point.
But there is someone who could use your son's death for his own purposes, to put the crown within his reach.
Gustadolf.
You there! Explain yourself!
We found this man eavesdropping on your conversation.
You're the guard from earlier.
A spy!
He knows who I am.
We shall give chase. Huet, alert the others.
There he is!
You won't get away!
dead. I wonder who he was working for.
My apologies. This was the only way to stop him for sure.
You needn't apologize, Huet.
You there, don't move! You're not from Frost. What brings you here at this hour?
Well...
Constable! One of ours has been found dead.
How unfortunate. I shall be taking you lot in for questioning.
Throw down your weapons. You there, remove your mask.
I am sorry, but we cannot comply.
You leave me no choice but to have you all arrested.
These people are my guests! I will not tolerate such disrespect, even from you, Sycris.
I received a report of suspicious movement in the area. It seems the report was correct. I will have to investigate Twins Gate inside and out.
I know not who raised the issue, but that makes it no less dire. I shall head the investigation myself.
I simply cannot allow it. This responsibility was given to me by the Archduke himself.
You dog! Did the Archduke also deem me unworthy of your trust?
Constable!
Do not falter, men. We shall enter Twins Gate by force if we must.
I take orders from no one! Now stand down!
Advance, men. We are within our rights to know the truth.
That would spell the end of House Wolford. They leave us no choice but to fight.
Stand with Lord Svarog. Let no man through.
Here I go! Commencing calculations.
My duty shall be done.
I see a path to victory. This will serve well.
For the greater good. Here you
That's
go.
hope.
Here you go.
Long, long life.
Here you
That's
go.
hope. Ready.
Might use this.
Make way. My time to shine. Time to take flight. Yeah.
I'll take it from here.
Defeat is not an option.
What?
Someone give an old man a hand. Got you marked.
For the honor of House Wolfort. Unite under the Wolfort banner!
Shall make use of this.
It's time.
This is my way of doing things.
I can't lose.
So it falls to me.
Commencing calculations. For the greater good. Here you go. Here you go.
Think you can take it?
I shall try my level best. It is time to strike.
Feel as light as a feather.
To work. Might use this.
My duty shall be done.
Strike while the iron's hot. I trust in you.
The hunt is on. Lend me your wings, Groovy. Point me at him. Perfect opportunity. I don't play around.
Forward!
It's time.
This is my way of doing things.
I can't lose.
For the greater good. Here you go. That feels good. Here you go. Here I go. Commencing
I shall try my level best. We must move fast.
My duty shall be done.
Let's go then. Drop dead!
Someone give an old man a hand.
Strike while the iron's hot. We can do this.
Our victory is assured.
The hunt is on. Ha! This battle is won.
My time to shine!
Forward! Unite under the Wolford banner!
Thanks.
Impressed?
Whatever it takes. We're counting on you.
You can take it.
My duty shall be done.
I'll handle this.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. I have your back.
Right then. What's next?
Ready.
Eat the hurts, eh?
What? I'll give it my best. Work.
Here I go. I'll wish you every happiness.
I never thought I would meet House Wolfert in battle.
I'll take it from here. I trust in you.
So it falls to me.
Whatever it takes. Here you go. Here you go. Time to take flight. Goodbye.
You won't beat me. I don't play around. You're wide open.
What would Father do?
I can't lose.
Ready.
You're done for!
I shall try my level best. It is time to strike.
one give an old man a hand. It's nothing personal.
I'll give it my best. I've got it.
What?
Calculating. 3.
So it falls to me.
Time to take action. Let's do this!
Your judgment is sound.
I'll do my utmost. Here you go. That feels good.
Let's go then. Shut your trap.
What would Father do?
This battle is ours. Take aim.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Ready for battle. You're wide open. All right, enough.
I can't lose.
My duty shall be done.
That stinks.
Count on me. Here you go.
I'll give it my best. This is my way of doing things.
Behold. Behold.
Time to take action. Let's go then. This'll be fun.
Let us try out their weakness. We must move fast.
The situation is grim.
My duty shall be done.
The hunt is on. Take that!
None will stand in my way.
Make way. I don't play around.
That stinks. I've got you marked.
Count on me. We're counting on you.
Think you can take it?
Whatever it takes. Let's do this!
I do this to please. Commencing operations.
Let's go then. You down?
Let us try out their weakness.
It's time. Work.
How embarrassing.
Carefully. Now I end this.
I can't lose.
Farewell.
This battle is ours. For the greater good. Here you go.
Eyes are turning.
Here you go.
Strike while the iron's hot. We can do this. Oh,
That stings. Time to end this.
Let us pry out their weakness. Just as I planned.
Let's go then.
My strategy is superior.
It's time.
Count on me.
For the honor of House Wolford.
I can't lose.
Make way! I don't play around.
Here I come. Lend me your wings, Groovy.
Time to take action.
Let us pry out their weakness. You were overconfident.
Cycris, some unfortunate news has just come to my attention. It appears the soldier over there was illegally selling our fortress's resources. He might be the man you were looking for. Take him with you for questioning.
What do you expect me to glean from a corpse?
More than you think. Dragan has taught me plenty. This transgression was born of my negligence. Give the Archduke my sincerest apologies. Understood, Cycris?
Yes, sir.
Let us ensure that such misdeeds do not happen again.
Thank you for your help earlier.
Think nothing of it. We walk the same path now. And together, we shall bring down Gustadolf.
It seems we've managed to dispel any doubts you had in us.
I do not know what happened in the mines that day. But your words and Gustadolf's do not align. And I cannot bring myself to believe that Gustadolf did not have a hand in Dragan's death. He has always been willing to do whatever necessary to see his ambitions through.
Indeed.
We've investigated the spy's quarters. It appears he was working for Cycris.
And his forces are directly under the Archduke's command, meaning the man behind the curtain is without a doubt Gustadolf.
This may be yet another ploy to destroy me, just like my son's murder.
Lord Dragan was vital in our plans for peace.
Yet he did not bother to hide his ambition before Gustadolf. Perhaps he inherited that senseless pride from me, the child of a concubine. What a fool I am, bringing death upon my own son.
Uncle.
But no matter how I despair, my son will not return. So I must fulfill his wishes in his stead.
Agreed. I must defeat Gustadolf for my family.
I shall fight by your side. Take this as repayment for the cargo.
This is far too much, Lord Svarog.
The remainder is for your army. Use it when the time comes.
We cannot thank you enough.
These tough times are not over yet. We could not win against Gustadolf if we fought him now.
Indeed. But if we can learn about what he's plotting, we may stand a chance.
I will continue to be vigilant. May our houses grow ever stronger until then.
Serenoa delivers the salt to Svarog, a powerful minister of Esfrost who secretly wishes for Gustadolf's defeat. After learning of Roland's identity, Svarog swears to fight beside House Wolffort to bring down their common enemy. Gustadolf's power grows greater by the day, but House Wolffort is not idle in the meantime. They look to strengthen their own forces, slowly but surely. After seeing the illicit salt to Esfrost, Serenoa makes haste to Hyzante. The Holy One has invited both them and Sorcerer End to the palace.
Lord Serenoa Wolffort, we are pleased to have you in the capital.
Well met. Are you attendant to the Holy One?
I do have that honor, yes. I am afraid preparations for your audience are still underway. Pray wait a while longer.
Very well. There is no rush.
Your patience is appreciated. We shall find you once we are ready.
We should take this chance to see the city. We still do not know why we were summoned. Rumors, fickle as they may be, may help us steel ourselves for what is ahead.
Somehow, I doubt that the commoners are privy to the thoughts of the goddess.
Still, it would do us well to acquaint ourselves with her subjects. For the sake of our budding relationship with Hyzante, if nothing else.
I agree. Then shall we split up to cover the most ground?
I have a mind to visit the source.
As you wish. Once we have finished, let us return here to share what we have learned.
This country is quite pleasant, isn't it? Not a dour face in sight. Quite the opposite, in fact. To see their smiles, you would think that inequity, envy, and jealousy were things of fairy tales.
A well-governed populace is a happy populace. Or so they say.
Just an example we could learn from, methinks.
If I may speak plainly, I find it somewhat unsettling.
Unsettling? How so?
Smiles do not always show joy. Is it truly possible to sate the wishes of every woman and man?
Are you implying something nefarious is behind all this?
Not necessarily. However, I was taught that for every laugh, somewhere a tear is shed. This country was not built without its share of sacrifice. Of that, I am certain.
I understand your hesitation, Anna, but I think it is unfounded. A country who cares for its citizens is cared for in turn. It needn't be any more complex than that.
So, did you discover aught of value?
We did. The rumor on everyone's lips is that Minister Sorcerer has brought House Wolffort to heel.
News travels faster than I would expect. That may very well be the reason for our audience.
If so, then the time may soon be upon us to decide if we are loyal to Hyzante or otherwise.
I will wander the city a little longer. I shall return soon.
It's as we feared, milady. None but Hyzanteans can enter the source.
I see. I would have liked to see where my mother was raised, and where she spent her final days.
Her final days? She died here?
Many years ago. I know little else of the circumstances of her passing.
I thought she escaped this thrice-forsaken place.
She did. She fled during the chaos of a Rosellan uprising in the midst of the Salt Iron War. It was then that she met my father, the former Archduke. And from their union, I was born, a daughter of Esfrost.
Then how'd she... No. Was she captured?
In a way, yes. Esfrost was forced to surrender her, or take responsibility for the war's outbreak. And then, well...
What a damned farce.
I was lonely and heartbroken, but the pendant she left me shone the way through my darkest days.
Can't tell you how sorry I am.
And dark days there were. Esfrost was her home, but there were those who would not let her forget her ancestry. That she was able to ignore her detractors speaks to the strength of her character. That she excelled in her studies does even more so.
You flatter me, Gila.
I would never presume to do such a thing.
My lord, I kept your better half safe for you.
Thank you, Eridor. Did you learn aught of interest?
We did. It seems all members of the Saintly Seven have gathered at the palace.
All of them? Could that have something to do with us?
Perhaps, though it certainly bodes ill. In any case, it is clear that we are expected to honor the Hierophant's request for an audience.
Demand may be a better word to use.
Then perhaps we should return before the attendant comes to seek us out.
House Wolford has not a single heroic deed to their name, yet the Hierophant grants them audience? As if they are worthy to stand by my side before the Holy One. What is the meaning of this?
Perhaps there is no need to take offense. Perhaps you are being honored. You did bring a formidable ally into the flock, after all.
That is a curious interpretation.
The others in the Order are breathless with jealousy at your achievement. They have spoke of naught else since the news arrived.
'Twas no great feat. The Wolfords were lost, sniveling, begging for a hand to guide them. The others needn't know that, however.
Soon you will have the ear of the goddess. You will be the envy of Hyzante.
It is well past time for that decrepit Edor to relinquish his position.
The future belongs to House End.
At last. I shall see that you have a place in it, Tenebris.
What a gullible fool.
I, Sorceley End, have brought Serenoa Wolford to answer the summons of the Holy One.
Very good. Then let us begin forthwith. In the name of the Holy One and the Goddess, I shall begin her inquiry into the misappropriation of our nation's salt.
Huh? An inquiry?
Serenoa Wolford shall be questioned first. Sorsley End stands accused of forsaking the goddess's blessing, of abusing his station to indulge his own insatiable appetites. You, Serenoa Wolfort, stand accused of aiding his plot, of sullying your own hands by transporting his ill-begotten wares.
I stand accused? On what grounds, Idor?
Minister Sorsley, I would advise you to temper your words in the presence of the Holy One.
You would dare chastise me? For generations, the goddess has entrusted House End with her salt, the lifeblood of our nation. I have treated my duty only with the utmost respect. Just hearing these outrageous charges makes my stomach churn.
Really? Then I shudder to imagine your condition whilst you pen these ledgers, delivered to us by one of the soldiers from the source.
I thought the numbers were quite odd, and when I compared them to the ledger at headquarters, I quickly understood why. Forgive me, Minister Sorsley. Staying silent would have meant my death.
Your death? How swiftly your underlings betray you under the slightest pressure.
Now, if you are very well finished, let us continue. Lord Serenoa, did you aid Sorsley in these crimes? Answer with the understanding that falsehoods will be treated as affronts to the goddess's mercy and punished accordingly.
I understand. It is true. We helped Sorsley peddle his salt.
Serenoa, you cur!
On behalf of all Hyzante, I thank you for helping us excise this rot from our nation.
Be that as it may, the fact remains you bear some responsibility in allowing that rot to fester. Such misdeeds must be answered for.
You should have come to us immediately upon finding out his true nature. You had ample opportunity.
I admit the fault is ours, but it was not a judgment made lightly.
We had to act to protect our home and our people. It was the only way to prevent the loss of both.
Your plight has not fallen on deaf ears. However, a crime committed under duress is still a crime.
For that, I have no words. Only hope. Hope that you will find mercy for us. For my people, I beg of you, allow our house to enter the protection of the Holy One.
You love your subjects deeply, that is plain to see. Very well. I shall state your case to the Holy One on your behalf. Serenoa Wolfort, heed well the words of the Holy One. Your house safeguards the very heart of Nozelia, and the Wolfort name is known near and far for its fierceness in upholding its duty. The Holy One believes it would be a great loss if your home were to fall victim to Esfrost's ambition. The Saintly Seven has just recently bid farewell to one of its members. His position would be yours if you would take it.
My lord, this...
However, there is the matter of the Roselle that dwell within your borders. The Holy One would see them returned to the flock where they belong. Their home is in the Source, our Holy Land. They are descendants of criminals and worse. Their lot is to offer themselves to the goddess so that the sins of their forebears may be cleansed. The Holy One would see all Roselle serve her in penitence, such is her will.
You would have us betray the Roselle under our protection?
Such mortal judgments are not her concern. The goddess has spoken.
Serenoa, will you surrender the Roselle to Hyzante?
I don't know.
As you are doubtless aware, Lady Frederica, the vow of Lord Simon himself binds us to protect them. Alas, our house is not what it once was.
Is that a reason to cast aside its honor? My father, as well, likely had a hand in orchestrating their protection.
Ah, my friends, I apologize that we once again meet under dire circumstances. You face a difficult choice, one I do not envy. Have you decided?
Not yet. We will, you can be sure.
They've got us by the small ones, and they know it. They made this request full aware of our history.
Lest you misunderstand, allow me to illuminate your position. You are not the noble hawks you think yourselves to be. You are vultures, feeding off the scraps of Sorslay's corpse.
You've got some nerve.
I speak from experience when I say that the title of saint is not to be worn lightly. Are you prepared?
Prepared? For what?
Doubtless you are aching to break free of your fetters, to take wing and soar. To do that, blood must be spilled. The blood of enemy, friend, and self alike. Your freedom lies at the end of a trail of dead. If you are not prepared to make that journey, to endure that sacrifice, then cast aside your pretensions and grovel.
Grovel or bleed? Poor options both.